Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Shea Obasi, and today I'm so excited because we have a guest in the house. Now I know some of you might be struggling with the express entry, the provincial nominee program, getting an invitation to apply. Some of you have been in the pool for a long time and you're wondering how can you increase your CRS score. Some of you are even struggling with the IELTS. Like there are so many people who are actually scared of this exam because they've been getting low points. Today, we have a special guest in the house, which is someone like you who has gone through all of these challenges and has overcome them. So he'll be sharing his experiences as well as tips and tricks that a lot of you can use. So make sure you grab your coffee or tea or juice and to watch this interview with this guest, and make sure you take notes because you're going to learn one or two things for sure. So Obinna, you are live. Thank you very much. We're so glad to have you here. And I've been telling everybody that they're going to learn a lot from you. So guys, this is Obinna Emmanuel, and he's going to be telling us about his experiences. So Obinna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, my name is Obinna. I live in Nigeria. I'm just a normal average guy, like every other person who is struggling with whatever they're struggling with. We have our battles to fight and all that. Just an average guy.
Okay, so your background, like what do you do? Do you work? Are you a business person? What
Okay.
is it that you do in terms of career?
Okay. I work with the federal government of Nigeria. I am a federal worker in Nigeria here. I'm married and all that.
So yeah, so actually you're a normal guy, just like the rest of us. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yes. Now, so there was a draw recently, category-based draw for the express entry. It was the healthcare draw, and you got an invitation to apply. And I'm sure you are overjoyed. And I was very happy when you told me about it. And when we were
Yeah.
talking, you told me that you did not even know about the category-based draws before until you saw a video I posted and made you to change your NOC. Can you tell us a bit about that story?
Okay. Let me just give you a little bit background about it. I've been in the pool for quite some time. I've been in the pool since I think I entered the pool around July 2023 or thereabouts. So I already know about those category draws around that July when I entered the pool. I think that was when they established that category draws.
Yeah.
Understand? So I never ever made any effort to research about the categories. All I know, this one is health occupations. I'll be like, I beg, I'm not in the health sector. Bye bye. I'm not in the STEM. I don't speak French. Whatever agri transport. I don't have any experience in these sectors. So I'm like, let me join the queue now. Let me go for the general draws and all that. And honestly speaking, I never thought of one day that I will find myself in this position. But after moons, I learned about your video. I watched that your video. Was it around June? That was when I watched that video where you are telling us, you are giving us tips on how to do the express entry. That it's not so difficult. That you should go and browse the category based roles. There are a lot of occupations there. I was like, okay. I started with the French. I was like, I don't speak French. I went to STEM to try to get any occupation I can link there. I didn't. There is nothing I can lay my hand on. But it was in the health sector category because I am a firefighter in Nigeria. So,
Okay.
in the health sector category, I was going down, when I just stumbled upon paramedic occupations. Eh? I was like, what's this thing? Paramedic occupations. Is it the paramedic I am working in? Or maybe they have their own specification. So when I now went into the NOC code, I saw the job descriptions. When I read it, I was like, this is what I've been doing for 4 years now in my job because I work in the paramedic department in my this thing. So I was like, this is what I've been doing for the past 4 years. Everything. I'm a guru in paramedics. Like I'm like a guru. I've trained severally. They have trained us. I know everything about paramedics, like everything virtually. So I was like, even if they like, let them add heaven and earth. I'm a paramedic that I'm a paramedic, and this is what I've been doing. So immediately, I did not even waste time. I changed my note code immediately, and I can still remember you are telling us in the video, everybody, time is of essence. Don't waste time. That kind of thing. We are like, don't waste time. Immigration policies can change in Canada. as you just wake up, understand? They can just wake up and say, we don't need these categories again. This is what we now need. So don't waste time, you know. I was like, I beg, no time. I just changed my not code. I didn't even think about it twice. I changed it immediately. And the next healthcare draw, I got my ITA. Had it been that I knew about this in like around September or October, I would have been in Canada by now. Sure, you know,
I
I would
know.
have been
Yeah.
in Canada by
Mm.
now. Like I would have been in Canada by now, but I never knew. So information is power. Information is power. Like you can never know. That's just it.
It's true. You're very
Like,
right. And you're very right. Because and now if you're talking about this category based draws, I know some people don't know about it, or some people who actually do know about it, they've not even bothered to go and check. Like, look at you now.
mm,
Somebody who's thinking healthcare, maybe it's nurses or doctors. They
yeah,
don't know that
doctor.
things like paramedics, exactly. I'm sure there are other occupations under healthcare that some people might qualify and they still don't know.
Mm,
So,
they still
guys,
don't know.
if you don't know, so go and check the NOCs under the category-based jobs. You don't know, your own job might just be there. Okay, so you are a firefighter. That's what you are. What about your education? What was your highest education when you
My
know when
I
you
have okay. I have a master's degree in political science.
uh-huh.
I studied political science in school. That was my highest degree. I have a master's degree in political science. So, but even when I was planning to change the no code, I made my research. I was like, uh, I didn't study what was related to paramedic, but they told me, what's your business? That what they're checking is your work
Exactly.
experience. It's not your
Yeah,
education. What they're checking is your work experience. It's not the education. So what you
exactly.
studied in school does not matter. It's what you are currently doing. So I was like, okay, since it's what I'm currently doing, I am a paramedic now.
True. For the express entry, so it doesn't matter what your degree matters in terms of the level of your degree, but what you studied doesn't matter. So if you're even if you're a paramedic, you don't have to have studied paramedic, so long as you have that skilled work experience. Yeah. So I'm curious, what was your that draw that they did? I think the cutoff was 445 or so, if I can remember. What was your own CRS score when the draw was done?
Okay, my CRS score was four. I think it's 467. Yeah, 467. My CRS score 467,
Uh-huh.
and that was gotten from my age, from my level of education, and from my language
And
score.
good
Yeah,
test.
I scored high, and then they now gave me 50 points from all those like work experience. I don't know. There's one section they give 50 points. I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Guys, so
yeah,
I'm going to leave a link to Obina's invitation to apply so that you can see the different points that he has. Yeah. Now you talked about IELTS, and as far as I know, IELTS is one thing that can affect people's scores. So I always tell people when they ask me what is the minimum, I'm like, don't care what the minimum is. You should aim for the maximum. And you said you got high scores, and I believe you have done the IELTS like one or two times before you actually got the scores that you desired, right?
yeah. That's another issue. I did IELTS 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I did IELTS 3 times. I got their minimum requirement on my first sitting.
Okay.
The yeah, I got band six. You understand? On my first sitting, I already got their minimum
Yep.
requirement. But you know how competitive express entry is now. You don't even
Exactly.
need. Yeah, if you can get nine, better for you. Honestly,
Exactly. I
if you
agree.
can get band nine, you are having more chance. Understand? So when
Yeah.
I got band six, and that first one, I did not even prepare for it. I just say, okay, they say IELTS, so I just went to internet. What's IELTS? I just applied and just went inside or wrote what I know and listened to what I didn't hear this one well. I'm not even right, you know. I just
Mhm.
wrote what I knew, what I as in my intuition guided me. I just scored six. I was happy. I scored six. So when I entered the pool with that six, I found out that my score was very low. My
Oh,
friends advised me, my friends over Canada told me, your major problem is your language test score. You did masters, you have the work experience that they need, you have the age that they need. So you need to
exactly.
go and work on your language test score if you want to get an ITA, want to score high. So I went back to my drawing board. I read for the second time. Writing the second one, I don't even really prepare again. I just say, okay, let me just go and juggle it again. I scored 6.5. I just gained extra 5 points. My problem, okay, I'll come back to that. Then after that, I entered I updated my express entry profile, and the score was still not showing. It was not satisfying to get an ITA. It was not competitive enough. They told me I should go back and go and do my language result. I need to get 8.0.
Yeah.
And as you're wasting time, it's getting more competitive and all that. So I have to go back this time around. I sat down. I brought a lot of materials. I visited a lot of websites, especially IELTS Liz. She was very, very detrimental. E2 on they have very wonderful materials. And
True.
then there is this textbook. I don't know. There is this textbook they call Cambridge IELTS textbook. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't even have it. I have to borrow it from my friend from Akure, all the way from
Mm,
Ondo State. I have to call my friend. I have to borrow it. The guy will bid it for me. It was
mm,
that book. After reading all those, after studying Liz and E2, and I use that book as my test to do the test, practice test.
mhm.
I will
Wow.
advise anybody who is going to sit down for IELTS. If you get that book, read it from back to back.
Mm,
Read that book from back to back, like from front page to the back page. Do
mm,
all the practice tests, study it very well. See, all the exams they set in IELTS, they draw it from that book. I don't know, but they'll just change few things. But
mm,
they give the examples they give in that book, they practice that is the same format that they
mm.
use in the proper
That's
exam.
interesting. Hmm.
It's the same
Are you
format.
serious?
I'm telling you, why I'm telling you this is because it's something I studied. Like
Mm-hmm.
I studied this thing day in, day out, both the listening, the reading, the writing, the speaking. Do you know that it got to a point during my speaking test? I will bring a tripod stand and
Okay.
I'll put on the vid a tripod stand.
Mhm. Yes.
I'll put my phone. I'll be videoing myself. I'll be interviewing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I'll still sing. I'm not yet married, so nobody could hold phone for me. I couldn't interview anybody. So I was interviewing myself then. I was
Mm,
interviewing myself. After I'll say, I didn't get it here. I didn't get it. I'll go back and start again,
yeah.
you know. So I maxed out my speaking. I got 7.5 in my speaking, and that's the highest you can get. That gives you
Highest.
the highest point.
Okay.
7.5. So I maxed out my speaking first. I'm sure
Mm,
because I really practice for my speaking. You know, I'm not too good at English, speaking English fluently. So
okay. Okay.
I really wanted to work on it specifically. I can listen, I can write very well, I can listen, I can read and
I
understand.
read.
But see speaking, I have problem with speaking English.
Uh-huh.
I'm not used to speaking English, I swear. I'm not used to it. So I worked on it and I maxed it out.
Mm,
So what I advise everybody, if you can get that book, that Cambridge book, coupled with IELTS list or any other material you can get online, you are good to go. And please study like your life depends on it. You
exactly.
must practice every day. It's not
Mhm.
about if you are preventing IELTS, you just come and practice today and you leave it tomorrow. You must be
Exactly.
practicing every day, and you see yourself progress. Yourself get 20, get 25 over 40, get 30
Mhm.
over 40. Before you know, you start getting 35 over 40. Before you know, you start getting 38 over 40. Once you
Mm,
start getting 38 over 40, my brother, my sister, go and register for that exam and go and write it. And don't
already.
waste time because yeah, you are ready. Because if
Yeah.
you waste time, you see yourself, you start going back to 30, 32. You
Mm-hmm.
start going back to 30. As you dey fresh for your memory that time, go and register the exam and write it. Don't waste time.
Mm,
That's the format I use. When I was practicing, I was seeing myself, I was getting good in this thing. I
mm,
immediately registered the next weekend I'm going to
mm.
write. I registered. There was still slot remaining. I just
Okay.
entered there immediately. As e dey fresh for my memory, I go and write and I got my this thing. But subsequent ones, I register for 1 month, 2 months ago, and I'll
Yeah.
be studying,
You think
by
there's
the time
time. True. Yeah.
you think there is time before you know it. Life, you have problems. No only this thing
Life
you'll be thinking
happens.
of. You have to think about other things, One thing,
Mm,
you just lose focus. So IELTS is very, very, if you want, IELTS is enough. In fact, I don't
mm.
know how to say, but IELTS is very important because
Yeah.
it can give you a very high point. It can give you high
Yeah.
points.
I
Yeah.
agree. IELTS can make all the difference. If you're trying to
Yeah.
increase your scores, IELTS can make all the difference. So, what was your total score for that particular IELTS?
That last one, I got
Yeah.
7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
Great.
That was,
And
yeah, that was a game changer. Even
okay.
though, so it took me to 467, although I wanted to get like 490 because the score is like
Okay.
500 and other. I was
500.
aiming,
Yes.
yeah. So it was the game changer for me, but it
Yeah.
didn't beat the thing. I have to go back to category draw to get the ITA. Understand? Yeah,
Imagine. So anyhow, you still got the ITA. That's the most important thing.
yeah,
And
that's the most important thing.
yes. So this preparation that you did for your IELTS, how long did it take you? I usually recommend like 1 month of dedicated study, 4 weeks. Some people might need more, maybe 6 weeks. For you, how long did it take you?
Well, it depends. Like because I've taken the exam twice,
Oh yeah.
I already know the format, so I don't need to start reading from start reading from beginning. When I was writing my third IELTS, what I just did was just practice tests. Basically,
Yeah.
I was just practicing. I focused on
Mm-hmm.
practicing to improve, understand? I didn't go to start reading,
Yeah.
you read
True.
this, you read that. I just focused on practicing alone. So I recommend for a beginner, if your
Mm-hmm.
first time to write IELTS, please give it 1 month plus, even
Okay.
if it's
1 month
possible,
plus.
2 months. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if it's possible, 2 months. 1 month
Yeah.
plus, if it's possible, 2 months. Because IELTS is when you understand the technical aspect of it, that's when you pass. It's not
Yeah.
just about you can speak, everybody can speak English now, everybody can write English, but there are the technicalities that they want you to beat, and you have
Exactly.
to beat that thing within a specified time, within a
Yes.
minute, within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour period. And if you don't do it within that time, you see yourself, you're already falling off the ladder. So I would advise anybody who's writing for the first time to master it, find out the secrets of IELTS, find out the
Mm-hmm.
technicalities. Know that when you are supposed to write A in capital letter and you go and write it in small letter, you have failed that mark. Or even if the right answer is A, know when you are going to write B in capital letter and you go and write it in small letter, you have failed, even if the right answer is B. These are the technicalities. You know,
Yeah.
if you write, if you can see my finger, look at my finger. If you write seven like this and cross it, you have failed
Cross
it.
it.
That's not the right seven. Seven
Mm.
is straightforward. Like
It's like this.
this,
Exactly.
yeah. Some people just go and write seven and go and put seven like this. You have failed that particular number.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
technicality I'm talking about. That's the things I discovered in that my third preparation that made me to stand out from the other results. Understand? No
Mm.
technicalities. You go and write seven and go and
Mm.
write seven. You go and write C instead of you to write small letter. C, big letter C and small letter C looks alike. You go and
Oh
write
my God.
small letter C, thinking that you wrote big letter C. You didn't know that
Hmm.
what you wrote is small letter C. You have failed. So these are the things that they want you to know. That's just the technicality aspect I'm talking about. Nothing else. So,
Yeah.
people think that it's just to speak English. Everyone can speak
Exactly.
English and write English now. It's the technical, those things that can fail you. It's all those things,
Yeah.
those small things.
So basically, guys, the IELTS is more than an English test. And I said that in my video last week. If you check, I'm going to link up the video here, that it's more than speaking English or writing English. So like Obina just said, there are technicalities. Yeah. So I mean, imagine something as simple as writing seven like this rather
Hmm.
than this. Yeah. And when it comes to all of the modules, each of the modules has different strategies that you must follow. And I talked about it in my
Yes,
last week, yes. And Nobina is also
yes,
addressing that. And like you have said,
yes.
practice. I think that one of the things that a lot of people don't do is practice. They don't practice, they don't time themselves, they don't look at their progress. So you must practice and be seeing, oh, I'm progressing, like he said. Oh, this week I'm scoring 30, next week I'm 33. Until you start seeing you're scoring 38 over 40, you are ready. You have to dedicate time. When I was doing IELTS, I think I was doing like every time I come back from work, I would do 1 hour of practice every day. I scored 8.5, and I did not have to do it twice. 8.5 was what I scored, and Obina scored 7.5. So everybody who needs to increase their CRS score, you must take IELTS very,
Very
very
serious.
seriously, guys. Don't sleep on it. Don't be lazy. Practice. Like you said, for the speaking, you can record yourself talking. You need to be confident. They need to see that you're confident. Talk like someone who's confident. Use different sentence structures, like I said. So, Obina, if I may ask you, did you like of all of them? I know you said this speaking was where you had issues. Did you have problem with anyone else, like reading, speaking, listening? Which one did you think was more difficult for you?
For me, it's a personal stuff. Everybody have their own issues. Like for me, the one that is more difficult is that I found difficult was reading,
Reading, yeah.
followed by writing. Reading
Hmm.
followed by writing. Then listening was I was very good. I got 8.0 in listening.
Listening is
I was
easy.
very good in listening. I was
Hmm.
very good in listening. Listening and speaking. It was because I don't know why. I just kind of I did specialized practice on listening and speaking. I did
Okay.
specialized practice on these two things. Then reading was a bit difficult for me because
Okay.
I reading requires you not to find answers directly. It doesn't
Exactly.
need you to read the entire passage and start to
Exactly.
understand. Some people
You're
they
not
read to
reading to
understand
understand. You are looking
to
for
understand
answers.
to understand the theme of the I want to understand what's this. No. Look
No,
for the
true.
answer and don't waste time. When you are trying to read to understand, time will just pass, and they have limited time for all those stuff. You understand?
True.
Reading is just, and also writing. Writing is using the right tenses and the right verbs and the right vocabulary. When you don't use these things well, you will just
Mm-hmm.
maybe they just give you 6 or 5. But when you hit your point, you give your topic sentence,
Yeah.
you kind of you give your body paragraph very well,
Exactly.
which is linking to the topic sentence. Then you give your conclusion, linking to the body. Everything must follow a sequence. There
Everything
is a
follows.
sequence of writing. You don't just come
Mm-hmm.
and start writing anything out of point. You
True.
must write according to their standard and according to.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, they don't need too much thing. Some people, you see them, they write 300 words and still score 4. No, they don't need all those things. Hit the point. If they say tell us why people are suffering in Nigeria, my brother, if it's only 2 points that you can explain
Point.
there, give that two
Exactly.
points. But let it be connected, let it be well structured, understand? Follow their
Exactly.
structure, introductory statement, topic statement. I don't know how I've forgotten how they do it because when I took it long time ago. They
You
say
have all those
introductory
things. Yes,
statement,
true. You're
yeah,
right.
topic sentence,
Mm-hmm.
body paragraph, then conclusion, then also give examples. Don't just come and write and go. You give
Hmm.
example, you give example, practical example that is connected
Hmm.
to that. So it have its own mark. When you give
Yeah.
example, practical example, you give example in writing. You don't just write and go. You give example so that they will know that you know what you're talking about. You give practical
Exactly.
example. 2 lines, 3 lines, you are okay.
It's true. They're very right. You shouldn't be rambling. They don't want you to
No,
ramble. Go straight to the point.
no,
Short
no, no,
sentences,
no, no,
get straight to the point
no.
so that because nobody even has time to be reading all those you're rambling. Like,
Yeah, Canada.
okay, so let's move on to now that you've gotten your ITA, which is great. Yeah, we're at a point where so many people want to be. So from now on, I know that you are one of those who got the Express Entry Masterclass. So I assume that you are going to be doing all of this, like putting your documents together by yourself with the help of the masterclass, and of course, reaching
Yeah,
out to me when you need. So please tell us your experience with the masterclass so that those people who haven't gotten it, they can realize that there's help. You don't actually have to hire a lawyer to put your documents together. It costs a lot for the Express Entry. Yeah, but your experience with the masterclass, and do you have any challenge in terms of any documents so that people who will get the ITA can also learn from your experience?
you did a
Okay,
very nice job with the Express Entry Masterclass. Honestly, I will commend you for that. It is so detailed,
thank
it is
you.
so straight to the point, and it's very explanatory. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how you managed to come up with that. You must really take your time to explain all those things one after the other, bit by bit.
It
It,
took me a
it
lot of
took you
months.
days, right? It took you days, right? If not
It took me
months.
months to write that.
Yeah.
Months, not days. I spent months because I have to record. I have to now write. It took me several months to come up.
Honestly speaking, when I was going through the master class, I was like, how many months did it take this year? How did you do it? I can't even do that, seriously. I don't have time for that. I can't, the way you detailed it and sectioned it and did everything, this section, when you want to hear anything about this section, you go to that section and get the information you want. Please, guys, I don't know. That masterclass is everything you need. Like, even from entering the pool, before you
Yeah.
enter the pool, you need to go to that masterclass. It will teach you everything.
Yeah.
You don't even need to ask questions. That masterclass reduces a lot of questions I was supposed to ask when I was applying after I just got my ITA. A lot of questions I was meant to be asking everybody I know that is living in Canada. That
Yeah.
masterclass reduced it very well. I didn't have to ask plenty because I just know that when you just tell me this, I say, okay, okay, okay. You explained a lot of things. There are a lot of things that people will not even tell you that you explained. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, the one that caught my fancy was when you say, when you are putting your spouse as on a company, that you should never write that you are removing her because you don't want to lose points. Was what I wanted to write in my space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're getting the point now. I
I
wanted to write,
understand what
I'm
you're
not coming
saying.
with my wife because if I put her, it will reduce my points and I'll not get ITA. Before you now say, don't you write it, oh. I said, I went back, I removed it. And thank God I've not
Uh,
submitted. I went back, I removed it. So the Express Entry Masterclass is very good. You tried. You did a good job there.
Thank God. So guys, you can hear Obina. A lot of times when you reach out to friends, this person will tell you one thing, somebody will tell you something else. Some people are confused. They say, "Oh, I called somebody in Canada. The person told me this." A lot of people might be even permanent residents in Canada, but they are not in immigration space. There might be changes. They cannot, advise you. So be very careful when you're asking friends. I'm not saying don't ask them, but if you want a place where all the resources are that you need for express entry, from creating a profile to increasing your CRS scores to when you get ITA, everything is in that masterclass. And we have one of us here who has gotten his ITA under the category based draws. And I'm very excited. Anytime someone gets an ITA or gets a visa, I feel blessed. Like I'm like, God, you have given me this vocation, and someone can mention my name and say, you know what, you were part of my success. I have a lot of people here that they're like, Shay, it was because of you who came. And I'm like, wow, it's not really me, it's God, but God just used me as a vehicle. So I'm really glad. So, guys, I want to hear more testimonials of more of you. Go and check the category based draws and use all of the strategies that Obina has talked about and that I talked about in my last video for you to crush the IELTS. No be the people where they get am, they don't get two heads. You can
Not
also
true.
do it. Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it just takes dedication, study. It's just that people are in a hurry. Oh, I want to come to Canada. Calm down. Canada is not running. You will come. But you need to take your time and do the right things. Yeah? You need to take your
Yeah.
time. Yes, Canada is not running. I always tell people, I want to be here before the year ends. You can't.
Ah,
Calm down. Yeah, do the right
it
thing,
doesn't work
follow
that way.
the right route. People are always in a hurry, yeah. So,
No, no, no.
so Obina, we really will like to hear how you progress, and I'm looking forward to also seeing you in Canada soon, and wishing you the best in your application at the Express Entry Masterclass. We are here to help you. So, thank you very much for joining me today. And guys, please, in the comments, please help me say thank you to Obina, because I'm sure you have learned one or two things from him. Strategies about the IELTS, how possible it is to go from getting low scores to getting high scores, how possible it is from wondering, oh my God, when will they call me, to suddenly getting an ITA. It's the best feeling in the world, right? Just open your email one day and just see. I can remember the day, I think it was on a Christmas day. So many years ago, I just we were doing Christmas. I just by email, I just saw congratulations, you have received. Like, I couldn't believe that. Like, on Christmas Day, it was like I can't forget it for the rest of my life. I got my IT on the Christmas Day. It's just amazing. So we thank God for you, and I'm hoping that a lot more people will have this testimonial. So, guys, don't forget, please like the video and share it. Everybody has a friend who wants to, increase their CRS scores, pass the IELTS. This is the right video for you to share, okay? And don't forget to subscribe if you're looking for genuine, up-to-date information about coming to Canada, whether it's to study, to work, or through the express entry, provincial nominee program, caregiver route, anyone. This is the channel for you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate you for liking and for commenting, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.